Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world today. To all the thinkers, the listener, the speaker, the questioner, and not to forget the quiet observer. Thank you for being here. My name is Norish Danila, and I'm from State Senior High School 1, Banda, Aceh. Today, I want to take you on a journey with me, not through mountains or ocean, not across borders or cities, but through something much deeper, the soundscape of human civilization, a world without voice. Close your eyes for just a second. Imagine a world where no one speaks out. No Martin Luther King declaring, I have a dream. No Nelson Mandela raising his voice after decades in prison. No Malala defying bullets with just a books. No students marching for climate justice. No journalists chasing for facts. No poets whispering uncomfortable truth. No protester, no challenger, no dissent. Just silence. Not that kind of silence that brings calm, but the one that tastes like fear, that feels like oppression wearing a quiet mask, that sounds like a song that forgot its melody. The pulse of freedom. Now open your eyes, because we are not in that world. Not yet. But if we're not careful, we could be. If we stop speaking, if we stop listening, if we stop caring. Freedom of speech is not just a right. It's not a privilege handed down like a family heirloom. It's not a dusty law tucked away in a constitution. No, it's the rhythm. It's the pulse behind every protest, the drumbeat behind every revolution, the whisper that says, this isn't fair, and the roar that demands, this must change. It's not just a talking. Freedom of speech is much more dangerous and more beautiful than that. It's defiance in a dictatorship. It's resistance wrapped in a sentence. It's the child who asks, why not? When the world says that's how it's always been. It's the artist pains, the teacher who questions power, the students who dares to dream louder than society allows, the friends who calls out injustice even when it's inconvenient. The paradox of free speech. But let's be honest here. Not all speech frees. Some words cut deeper than knife. Some divide, destroy, and degrade. Some are not meant to enlighten, but to inflame. So here we are standing in a paradox. We fight for the freedom to speak, and yet we fear the impact of speech. We say let people talk, but whisper only if they agree with me. Friends, that's not freedom. That's curated chaos. That's comfort masquerading as tolerance. So what about the truth? Real freedom of speech is messy. It's uncomfortable. It's complicated. It makes us sit across from the people we don't understand and not walk away. It offends sometimes. It shakes our comfort zones. It brings inconvenient truth to our dinner table. It makes us rethink, relearn, and rebuild. But without it, we stagnate. We don't challenge, we don't grow, and we don't evolve. So what does this mean for us today, right now? It means we are not powerless bystanders. We are not passengers in the backseat of histories. We are authors, and our voice write the future, change the future. We live in an age where everyone has a microphone, a comment section, a platform, but not everyone has something meaningful to say. So I want you to take a challenge with me. Let's be different. Let's not shout just to be loud, but speak to be clear. Let's not supposed to provoke, but share to connect. And let's not speak to dominate, but to liberate. And most importantly, let's listen. Because freedom of speech means nothing without the freedom to hear one another, to the stories that hurt, to the voices we've ignored, to the truth we still don't grasp. Friends, it was a whisper that started every revolution, a sentence that shakes empires, a poet that cracks centuries of silence. So the next time someone asks you, don't feel so deeply, don't ask questions, don't provoke. You look them in the eyes and says, my voice was not meant to decorate silence. It was meant to disrupt it. Because freedom of speech may not always be safe, but it's sacred. So use your voice wisely, use it widely, use it boldly. And when your voice joins the chorus of those who came before you, you don't just speak, you shape the world. Thank you. I'm Norish Danila, and I believe your voice, my voice, our voices can change the future.